Hi, in this video, we're going to take a look at a new feature in Axway Amplify Fusion's version 1.12, and that is the ability to create and host MCP servers. So let's create a new project, and I'll call it MyFusionMCPServer, and it's a Fusion project. And you'll see here a new tile called MCP Servers. Let's click that to create a new one, and I'll just call my MCP server MyFusionMCPServer. And this should look a little like the way we build APIs. So this is my server. I can govern it by adding security, etc. And then I can add tools. But let me first define a front-end based path and save that. And we are going to create a simple tool. And the tool I'm going to create is get magic number. So this is going to be a tool that a client can request a magic number and the MCP server will return it. And the description here is very important because this is going to allow the client, which could be Cloud Desktop or some LLM or even Postman, to actually know what the tool is. So, get a magic number. And this is also important. This is the input schema. And if you click the tooltip, you'll see an example of one. We don't have any inputs, but I will copy this anyway. And we don't have any required parameters, and the properties are empty as well. Okay, that is our input schema. So we can now click create. So we've now created our tool. And what we can do is, again, like in the API case, we can link it to an integration. So I am going to just copy this tool name, and that'll also be my integration name. And let me create a new integration, and let me link the integration. And there we have it. So you'll get the scaffolding for a tool. And if we go into the tool, we see we've got various different outputs we can produce. We're going to mainly focus on text content for this first video. And what I'll do is let's just add a map component. And what we're going to do, remember in the API case, we have to set the status for the REST API response. Here we have to set the tool response type. So I'm going to set value, and we said we're going to do text content. I'll save that. And what we need to do is come over here to text content, to the result, to the content, and let's create a magic number. So I'll use the generate UUID. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that to the text. Then I'll click save. All right, so at this point, I've created my first tool for my MCP server, and I can now activate the MCP server. And I can get its URL. And we'll end by coming into Postman, and Postman has a capability to connect to MCP servers. And if I enter the URL and connect, you will see it shows me the tools. And if I click on the tool, I can actually run this and see my response. So in this video, we looked at the basic mechanics of using the new MCP server feature in Axway Amplify Fusion, and we created a simple MCP server with a simple tool that did not take any inputs, but returned a magic number. In future videos, we'll look at the other capabilities of the Axway Amplify Fusion's MCP server. Thank you.